It's sometimes I really do enjoy the league. I really do enjoy the NBA. And I feel like never before seen in terms of making YouTube vids has my predictions really been showing up. And a lot of times I have so many predictions that I already know what's going to happen in the league. But the more and more that Anthony Edwards plays, the more my videos make sense and the more my videos are accurate. Ant-Man is here to stay. At the young age of 22 years old, Ant-Man might be a top 5, top 10 best 22-year-old the league has seen in the modern era in the last 30 years, bro. Legitimately, Ant-Man is really here. Now, like you saw in Game 1 up against the Nuggets, the reigning champs, who are one of the best defensive teams I've seen in the NBA this year, he dropped 43. And the thing that I saw the most about his game and the thing I saw that I loved the most about what he was doing out there is something that I believe every kid that wants to be a superstar level player should do. And that is, you have to develop a mid-range game. I want you guys to know the mid-range game is dying, and it's dying fast. And if you recognize and you see all the superstars in the league today, you have Luka, you have Kyrie, you have Jalen Brunson, you have Ant-Man, you have LeBron James, you have Kevin Durant, you have all of these different guys. You have Jokic, you have Embiid, you got even guys like Wemby who's coming up, Devin Booker, you got all of these different guys, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell. All of them have elite level mid-range games. They're legitimate 3-level scorers. And I don't see a lot of people talking and teaching kids that they should still develop their mid-range game. Because at the end of the day, the mid-range game is where you're going to get the most work at in the playoffs and in high situations. A lot of times the paint is not going to be as easy as it is when it's a serious close game. The 3 ball is going to be played super hard now because that's what we're teaching our kids. You can get to your spot on the mid-range game, you'll always be able to score. Because that is a spot where you can always get to, and it's the spot where it's always going to be open. You're going to get a mid-range shot. You're not going to get inside all the time. You're not going to be able to chase a 3 ball, but you'll be able to get to your mid-range spot for the most part. If you develop the mid-range game, you're going to unlock so many different avenues within your game. And I promise you, you'll become a guy who is looked at as an elite level scorer because you have it all. Even Steph Curry, a guy who shoots threes, and we know who he is, we know how good he is from the 3-point line, has an elite level mid-range game. He has like a 99 mid-range on 2K because his mid-range is really, really good. If you want to be a guy just like Anthony Edwards, if you want to be a rising star in the high school game, college game, NBA level, develop that mid-range, work on your mid-range. Once you get really good at the mid-range, it opens up your game to do so many more things because you're able to score at all 3 levels legitimately. A lot of times we mix up being able to shoot the 3 ball and get to the rack as a 3-level scorer. No, to be a legitimate, real 3-level scorer, you have to have a mid-range. And a lot of superstars have it, and they've had it for a long time. And they're trying to get rid of the mid-range because it's not the most fun, it's not the most entertaining part of the game. But if you look at your favorite players, even Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you got a lot of guys who use that mid-range to get 8 to 10 easy points every game. And when you look up and they got 27, you're wondering like, okay, they got 27 with 12 shots made, but they only got 2 3-pointers, and I only see them get to the basket 1 or 2 times. How do they have 27? Because they done shot the mid-range so many times, you haven't even noticed because it's such an easy, simple shot. It's a textbook cone drill work shot, and if you work on it enough, it becomes automatic, and it's a spot that you can always go to. Remember, when you play in ones, a lot of times people like to play post-up ones, and that's where you work from the mid-range on down. It's because it's a shot that's always needed in basketball, and it'll be here forever. So if you want to develop your game and you want to be a guy like Anthony Edwards, or you want to be a guy who can expand his scoring, Make sure that you're not only focusing on the 3-ball or focusing on getting to the rack. Do the thing that's going to be the easiest for you at this point, and that's making mid-range shots. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's from my eyes to yours. I'll see y'all in the next one.